up to the sunrise, let the day begin. Johnny and Mark are here, let the laughter in. With every sip of coffee, feel the warmth inside. Conversations and humor take you for a ride. Your morning boost with Johnny and Mark, a perfect blend of laughter, igniting the spark, inspiration and insight. Join the journey, let them light your way. It's a brew of connection, a world to explore, a network of voices opening the door. With Johnny and Mark, feel the power of two, a morning tradition just waiting for you. As the day unfolds, carry what you've heard, inspire and inform with every single word. Johnny and Mark beside you as you start a new day, the morning show that lifts you through and through. A network of voices opening the door. With Johnny and Mark, feel the power of two, a morning tradition just waiting for you.
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reselling, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem, see the special man.
See the special man.
You got the dollars, make me an offer. New England Cajun roots, Johnny understands.
Johnny understands.
Let him have it with no problem, see the special man. Let him have it with no problem, see the special man.
Let's try this. Is that better? It should be. Okay. So we got Regina first in the chat this morning. Good morning, Regina. Wonderful Monday morning to you. Hey, Jeffrey. Good morning. Michael, you other crazy cool kid. Hey, Porcelain Princess. And there's Johnny in fur babies on his phone. Craig's asleep. Let's see. There's Jennifer Hayes. Good morning, sweetheart. Okay, good, good. Card Shop Reality. Becky's Vintage and More. Good morning, hon. All right, I think I'm caught up for the moment. You should be asleep. Well, I don't know what to tell you, Becky. It's all Debbie's fault. Yep, customer service representative Mark. There's Becky. It's all Debbie's fault. Tooch. There's Tooch. Good morning, Miss D. How are you? How'd surgery go? Johnny doesn't have any electricity. So he called me a few minutes ago and said that he'll be on as soon as the electricity comes back on. And hopefully it's going to be sometime soon. Um, hey, Glenn, Swamp Picker. The show must go on, Craig's World. Yes, absolutely. Oh, good, Miss D. I'm glad to hear that. There's Jeffrey's channel. That's fantastic. No, Glenn, but we are. Um, well, I shouldn't say I don't. I don't absolutely know if he's having surgeries up there. We have power outage in our area. Just got noticed. Well, that's nice of them. They acknowledged you. Up. Craig put some new videos out. And Miss D, we're having tornadoes in our area. Yeah, they're calling. Only took 3 years to make a new. I understand, Craig. Well, good morning, Carol. How's my sexy little beast this morning? Well, guys, let's see. You just got to forgive me. I'm used to StreamYard. I tried messing with better now that I'm with you. Oh, thank you, sweetie. But for the most part, I got the show started. Hey, there's a plus. There's a positive affirmation. So, guys, how was your weekend? Johnny doesn't have any electricity, Carol. He's sitting there in the dark. And yes, I was giving him a hard time this morning. This is, yep, in the dark. Let's see here. Uh, this moves a lot. You did get the show started. Good morning, John Robert. Greg, your video got a view. I'll have to go check it out. Good morning, Miss Angie. And Johnny is saying there's no storms here. Well, they're headed that way, bud. It's supposed to be severe storms, all kinds of fun stuff for the next 2 or 3 days. So, and I didn't get the, it's been really windy here all night. I didn't get the grass mowed, so this is going to be fun towards the end of the week. All right. Good morning, Princess. Well, thank you. I really don't mind it as long as that's an hour and a half, 2 hours out of my day if I don't have a bunch of other stuff going on. All right. Well, we're going to try and pick up where we left off on Thursday, starting our day. Let me see if I can do this. Oh, here we go. Hey, okay. I'm figuring it out, guys. So Thursday, we started with start your day with gratitude. Begin each morning by reflecting on things you're grateful for. It sets a positive tone for the day. We can have pillow talk since Johnny isn't here. Absolutely, Craig. Are you laying down? Reframe challenges as opportunities. Instead of seeing obstacles as setbacks, look at them as chances to learn and grow. And some of these lessons that life gives us can be kind of painful, but we're still walking around. We're still breathing. Craig's always laying down because he's always asleep. Oh, Carol's laying down too. Oh my. Surround yourself with positivity. Engage with uplifting people, inspiring books, and motivational content. Well, that's part of the reason that you guys come and see Johnny and I. Only part of it, I know. Um, since he's not on here, I can pretty much say Craig has been yeah, Craig, you're a blessing too. But Johnny has been a real blessing to me and Michael. Um, as you all know, um, almost 4 years ago when I started this, um, and I met Johnny. Oh, wow, I've come a long way, baby. And I can't praise him enough. Practice self compassion. Be kind to yourself. Replace self criticism with encouragement. Amen to that. Limit negativity intake. While it's important to stay informed, excessive exposure to negativity like news, social media, etc., can drain your energy. And this past year has proven that as fact. Oh, John, I have to highlight with it. Johnny, come into the light. Oh, here's another one we got to highlight. The check's in the mail, Johnny. Engage in activities that bring you joy. Whether it's a hobby, a walk in nature, or listening to music, prioritize things that make you happy. And Carol is giving hugs to everybody. Use positive affirmations, repeating affirmations like I am capable or I choose happiness reinforces optimistic thinking. Oh, Regina, thank you, honey. That is so sweet. And Porcelain Princess, you absolutely do. Johnny needs a generator. Denise's Magical Emporium. Good morning, sunshine. Stay present. Mindfulness helps you appreciate the current moment rather than dwelling on regret or worries. Worrying didn't fix anything. And chances are, if you're worrying about something, which we all do, it's like universe has got other plans. They will show it will show you. Helping others. Acts of kindness and generosity boost your own happiness. Don't worry, let go, let God. Yep. Yep, Denise, you guessed it right off the bat. We're going to give you a gold star today. Take care of your body. Nutrition, sleep, and exercise have direct impact on your mental well-being. What do you think? Which of these resonates with you? Good morning, official Crystal Clear TV. Let's see. There's Crystal. No gold stars, only moon pies. What flavor do you want, Craig? Health and happiness. Yep, Carol. All right. Oh, wait a minute, because Johnny told me. Ah, I found it. So, whoop. Well, Carol loves the banana. Well, that worked. All right. I'm teaching myself how to drop Jennifer Hayes's links. Uh, I'm not as quick as she is. That was her Etsy store, I believe. And this is going, oh, here we go. Show Jennifer some love and support. Here is her buy her a milkshake. Hey, flip flops and lollipops. All right. Well, there we go. Thank you guys for being here and watching me stumble through this, but we're doing it. And I'm not really scared. Uh, let's see here. Does anybody? Oh, thank you, Johnny. Have anything that you'd like to add? Um, Michael and I, so this was his long weekend. It's a learning curve and you're beating it. Thank you, Becky. Oh, that's it, Card Shop Reality. Yeah, the customer service representative or Card Shop Reality hat is doing it. Yeah, John Robert, we're supposed to be getting it today. It started last night. Tuber Chat, Kevin, good morning. How are you? Um, Word up. Where was I going? Hmm. Well, I lost my train of thought. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate that, bud. And if you guys have not checked out Kevin over at Tuber Chat, nice guy, very nice guy. He does a lot of uh, sharing of other channels, whether it's on Reddit. Um, and please, please, please forgive me because I don't know exactly what time you do your. Okay, I was saying long weekend. Yeah, we'll get back to that. Um, anyway, when I can catch him, I usually hang out in there for a little bit. Um, but Michael had a long weekend, and I so a friend of mine that I have known for many, many years graduated. Nice for a Canadian, huh? Excuse me. Um, his daughter was throwing a retirement party for him, and I thought it was Saturday. So I told Michael we got to go to George's retirement party, and uh, another friend of ours was having an auction in Atchison, Kansas. Okay, so Atchison is northwest of Kansas City. Um, probably 80 miles. And we left early, went to both swap and shops, and then went to Atchison. We didn't stay very long. There was nothing there that we wanted anyway. Um, and headed south to go to Lawrence to George's retirement party. We get into Lawrence and hit a couple of antique stores. And I'm texting George saying, okay, we're in Lawrence. And I wasn't getting any answer. I texted his daughter. I wasn't getting any answer. Come to find out, I'm a month early. It's not until June the 15th. So, brain fart. And I came home. Well, after I came home, I looked at the calendar and sure enough, I wrote it on there. But I was positive it was this weekend. Yep. Oops. Better than missing it. That's true. But no, George had been at the hospital for 50 years, I think. Good morning, Jeffrey. We'll see what happens next month, Jennifer. The famous calendar. Absolutely. I need to look at it more often, huh? Even though I do look at it 3 or 4 times a day. So anybody got any big plan for today? For the week? Hey, Susie. Johnny's electricity went out, so he's sitting in the dark. This is the second time he's done this, so I started the show, and oh no, Jennifer, that would be a mistake. Mark it on your phone. No, monthly better than a month late. Month early than. Yep, that's right, Craig. Let's see. I know some people believe in being early, but really, Jeffrey, you went to the casino yesterday. Okay, how was your birthday? This week leading up to Memorial Day holiday. Yep, that's coming up. Ooh. Oh, Johnny's going to save me. Maybe. Thank you, Jeffrey. You're going to be a guest on Ella's and Rita's this week for the first time? That's cool, Susie. Awesome. He's just waiting for the internet to reset. Good, Jeffrey. I'm glad you had a good prediction. Mark not fired. Not yet. Well, good morning, little Debbie. Uh, Johnny should be here shortly. Hey, Linda. Morning, sunshine. Um, he woke up to no electricity. Or I shouldn't say that. The electricity went out. Did anybody else notice that the lag was terrible yesterday? Becky's got up on her invoicing. All right. That's always a good feeling. Yeah, Angie said she did. Yes, it was. It was awful. Let's see. Great job, Becky. I have 4 left. Well, that's good, Angie. Hey, Jennifer and little Debbie, how did your show go? I apologize that I didn't get to see it. Oh, cool. Crystal clear. You got have a baseball game today and tomorrow. Okay. Oh, thank you, Johnny. Oh, Jennifer, what were we talking about? Positive affirmations, hon. Almost feels like a pre-show. Mark handling the cat intros and Johnny showing up for the main topic. Hey, let's see. Jennifer showed her face. Not really. Did you see her nails? Up, trouble's here. Janice, good morning, sunshine. You got your coffee cup in your hand, hon? Good morning, Anne Marie. Oh, chat jumped on me. Oh, I'm sorry, hon. We're lame, Mark. You didn't miss anything. Oh, come on now. Let's see. So bingo tonight at 4:30 Eastern. Johnny and I will be right back here. Um, maybe I better look at the calendar, huh? And I am uh I should well, I don't. Okay? And I don't how I'm not going to try and learn that right now. How to get into the calendar events, which you will be able to find, I believe. Uh, mm, oh, oh, thank God. Do I need to add you?
It's the waiting after the electricity finally came on. We've been out for about 45, 50 minutes. And finally, I had to make sure everything was reset on the freaking internet. It took the longest. Look, I have to say a couple of things real quick. Jennifer, kudos to you. I don't know how you do it. Watching the video on my phone, trying to type, there is no at signs. You can't tag anybody. And I don't know how you do it, dropping those links on the phone. But girl, Lord Jesus,
She professional.
yes, she is. Lord have mercy. I don't know how you do it. And thank y'all very much. And y'all please give a big congratulations to Mark. He passed the test. No, I'm just joking. I
What
even did a small
test?
video of me in the dark that I'm gonna put out on my shirt. Oh, it was so scary with especially when it gets dark in the basement where I'm at. And I
Are
even
you
can
scared, Johnny?
no, it's not that I'm scared. It's that you can't see hardly anything because I have this little small window. You'll see in the short video I did. But thank y'all for still being here. Mark did a fabulous job. I'm so glad we did the work document where he was able to see where I was ready for today's show, and I was ready at 8:15. And it's like, oh my god, what a show it's going to be! And no, I wouldn't put Mark to a test. That's the first thing he replied to me when I called him. Mark, oh, you're just trying to get the show to me. No, I'm not. Let me get caught up in this chat because Lord Jesus, it was a going fast. I don't know how y'all do it on the phone. I really don't.
Oh, I have no.
Yeah, I had to reset everything.
This
But I have
this
to
phone
say,
is not big. This phone is not big enough for me to.
no,
No.
and it was hard because I was doing it on my phone, and it's like I don't know how y'all do it. Yes, Mark did a fabulous job.
Well, thank
And
you.
what was this, Johnny? You don't like to see pictures from yesterday? Sure, send it to my Instagram. Sure. And Craig, I was in the chat when you asked about that question. You need to do that on your channel. I don't know how y'all do it. I don't know. Little Debbie, hello, good afternoon, morning, and welcome. Could be feel like afternoon already. Lord Jesus, this morning's already over with almost. Yes, Mark did an excellent job. Yes, he did. So again, I thank you for going over because I'm glad we have that Word document set up that we can share it because I basically highlighted in dark so we can see it together. And if he adds anything, I see it. So yeah, that was worked out pretty good. Whew, what a
Well,
morning.
Johnny, I cheated. I
You
printed
printed it
it
out.
out.
It's all good. Well, you know what is and I saw how you was able to go in there and get all the links. That's why I try to do that at the beginning before it gets set up in the private chat, which helps myself as well because I cannot go as fast as
So
they
this is a testament of what Johnny can do to an
for
old
this.
man, or for an old man. Whatever whatever I say is going to be wrong.
But no, I did that. I do that after before every show, so I don't miss out on what I got to drop in links. I say got to, but I want to drop. So that's what I'm glad about the private chat that I can add that there because that's
Yeah.
all up as fast as Jennifer. I cheat. I copy and paste. But yeah, there's really a very small amount of wind going on outside. It's just I don't know what happened, but electricity went out at about 8:15, and I just finished setting everything up, and then all of a sudden my computer was running on its battery. That's the only major light I had back here in this area. So yeah, whew, tossed in the end of
Tossed
the
into the deep end of the pool, and I wasn't scared.
no, the show still went on. And thank
It
y'all for
did.
being here. Yeah, we didn't have no bad weather. It's just I don't know what happened because all of our electrical wiring is underground in our area. So good to
Well,
know.
expect another bout of it coming
Yeah,
probably later this week.
I saw that on either Wednesday afternoon, late Wednesday, or early Thursday. We're getting all that weather. It's coming this way.
Well, it started here last night.
All right, let me put this in the top live chat. I had everything set up and I got to reset everything up, so it's good. All right, I do have a topic I wanted to talk about today, even though Mark already did the "You Never It's Never Too Late" too. I want to share some with y'all that I've been wanting to, and it just so happened that this came up in the e-commerce bite newsletter. And I want to cover this because there is a misconception of doing media mail. And this happened to come up in the e-commerce bite newsletter. And so I went directly to the USPS website to get this information because I see a lot of people, and I say people in general, in reference to media mail. I just dropped the link in the chat. Use that link to please bookmark this when it comes to sending out anything media mail. There in the link I just gave you, there's a list of things that are eligible for media mail, and then there's a list of things not to send in media mail. Evidently, eBay, the question came up because eBay is having issues where people changed where they can't send media mail for some reason on eBay, which I knew there used to be one. I do have a a policy in place for media mail, but evidently, media mail packagings may not contain anything with advertisement. Comic books do not meet that standard. Also, it says that any books that contain any kind of advertisement of any other books promoting other items is not qualified as media mail. Anything that has a recording that is a pre-recorded type, things to record on that has something already recorded on it is not qualified as media mail. Like, for example, back in the day, we used to do those uh, pre-recorded. You record the little cassette tapes. For those who know what a cassette tape is, that is not even also considered media mail as well. But anyway, I did put the link in the chat. There is a big list of things that you can and cannot send media mail. And the reason I bring this up is because I've been seeing a lot of things come through in general when I'm purchasing from other YouTubers who are doing auctions online that are sending things media mail. Cautious. Don't get caught doing it. Yeah, that's a big no-no. I
Well,
don't use media mail because I find it's cheaper ground advantage since they went with ground advantage.
yeah.
So I don't know how many of y'all do use media mail, but be careful with that.
So a cassette tape or a comic book
No, because
are
comic book
not
is considered no, because it says
VHS
here
tape is not media.
if it's new sealed, it is media mail. Yes. As
Okay.
long as it does not contain any advertisements. Now,
Okay.
according to the list of what you can do, according to this list, it says books have to be at least 8 pages. Sound recording and video recording, such as CDs and DVDs, are included. You can do that. Play scripts, manuscripts, books, um, printed music, computerized readable media like pre-recorded information and guides, 16th millimeter or narrow wide film, printed objects, testing materials, printed educational reference charts, loose paper and binding considered of media mail is in descriptions like for your doctors, hospital, media, school, and etc. But anything with books have to be at least 8 pages long. At least 8 pages.
I'm going to go warm up my coffee.
Okay. Let's see what is going on here in the chat. My auto subscription gives me options to fill in all names, control. Let's see here. Tossed. Well done. Uh, that is so true, Mike. That's true. Uh, good morning, everyone. Thank y'all for being here. Amen, Michael. Yes, it's Monday again. Jen Needs, hello, good morning, and welcome, Jen Head. How are you doing? Good to see you. Nope, they have comic. Exactly. Comic books are not included in that. I'm shocked how many video violations we have in our own community. Yes, it's happening. Many a times. Yep. Jennifer. So yeah, be careful on what you send at media mail because it is subject to be opened by the USPS Postal Service for the media mail. Because according to this, it also says upon let's see here, standard USPS inspected by it can be media mail packages must be delivered to the addressee and the sender return address and are subject to be inspected by the Postal Service. Upon such inspections, matter not available or eligible for media mail rates may be assessed with the proper price and sent to the recipients. Postage due by the sender may be contacted for additional postage. So it is subject for inspection, especially with it marked media mail. Yep. I don't either. I've only used it at the beginning when I first started. when I could or when it was something that is media mail, but no, I don't. Because I accidentally, I guess, because I didn't know, like a PS3 or PS4 or any of those kind of console games, I did send one media mail because that's what the customer picked as one of the choices that I had when I first started, and it disappeared. And I asked the postal service, and anything marked media mail is subject for inspection. If they find that it's not media mail, it will be subject for the inspection, and if so, again, the sender will be returned to sender and subject to postage due, or the sender may contact for additional postage. Uh, yes, so they can inspect it. It's also not priority mail. That's right. Exactly. So be careful when you're doing anything media mail. Yes, you're not supposed to send any comic books because it does have advertisement. That's why I decided not to send anything pretty much. Yeah, I don't use media mail either. I use Ground Advantage. Still trying to use overload. Yeah, and again, if it's marked on the label media mail, it is subject for them to be inspected and open to make sure that is what you have in there. And if not, they can charge you and send it back to you and postage due and charge you for the shipping.
Hmm.
Yep. Doing this week live every day. You doing a live every day this week? So yeah, I want to share that with you because I did see that come up as a question and a article in the e-commerce bite newsletter this morning, and so I had all that ready to go because I still see that problem a lot. I've gotten things media mail that should not have been sent media mail. So yeah, and again, I'm not pointing it out to just anybody. It's just in general that people are using the media mail the wrong way. So make sure you look that up, save it. If you have any questions, if you do send out media mail, be careful. Yeah, I want to share that this morning.
Apparently, Jennifer didn't know she's going on live with Debbie, little Debbie, every day.
Yeah, because she asked the question, "What day are we going live this week?" And she said, "Every day." Say what? So please be careful when doing media mail.
See, I don't ship anything media mail.
I need them. She knows now. Little Debbie. She says she knows now. So yeah, be careful with that. So Mark, what do you have going on this week? I know I heard you had a long weekend, and I was watching where you were talking about taking a trip and you didn't know what was going on in the wrong date and wrong month.
If
If you
you have
have,
media, do you have to send it? No.
no,
You can ground advantage.
yeah. I find that Ground Advantage, even when they did come out with Ground Advantage compared to Media Mail, is cheaper, if not the same price. So why take that chance?
So, Johnny, I'll be here with you this afternoon if your electricity stays on.
Well, so far so good. It's back on. And it's very seldom when our electricity goes out, which I was surprised how long it stayed out because what happened was it blinked on and off 3 times and then it stayed out the last time. So that's the longest it's ever been out.
That's where you punt.
Yeah. And again, sometimes it is about the same with Ground Advantage, but you do not have to send media mail items down through media mail. I always use Ground Advantage now. I had a cancellation item sold on eBay. They messaged me and found that their item that they were trying to replace and no longer needed it. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I'm waiting for somebody to email me back from eBay because they purchased an item from me, but they sent me an email, so I looked it up and went to see what it was. They bought one item, and I had another set of these with something that they're looking at maybe if I was to part it out. Yeah, I can. So hopefully they answer me before I pack their item to save on their shipping. If someone sneezes in our neighborhood, the power goes out. Oh Lord Jesus! Wow, that's not good. Yes, I use
No.
ground advantage instead of medium mount to do not.
Yeah,
No, see
that's a no-no too, I
I got
believe.
that. was it last week or the week before last? I had a package come in the mail that I bought off of a live show on Poshmark. And I emailed the buyer, the seller, because I bought a set of earbuds that were wireless earbuds. But it might be wireless. I got to look and see what it was. But anyway, the reason she tells me that she sent it Ground Advantage is because they had batteries in it. Well, I don't recall having batteries inside that I need to worry about for priority. But what I got was a priority wrapped package. In the package was wrapped priority envelope, the padded mail envelope, and turned around and put it inside of a polymail that was with design polymail bag, and then sent. And I got charged priority mail and was shipped Ground Advantage. Yeah, I still see that a lot too, especially for Poshmark, which is interesting. But yeah, I did not understand that one. Just like another thing I've seen, and this is part of the YouTube reselling community, on how many people actually send out items at a Ground Advantage and use the priority bubble mailers as packaging.
Nope.
Don't get caught doing it. I was talking to the postmaster the other day because one of the packages I received was damaged, and inside you can clearly see priority wrapping of the bubble mail, poly mailers, the bubble mailers wrapped inside the box. She warned me to tell that person because that can be illegal. Instead of media mail, wrapped in poly. Yeah, exactly, and that's what it was. Let's see. Poly mail envelopes are not bubble wraps. Just stop. Exactly, and that's what I got. And the lady at the post office told me, please make sure you tell your person who bought this from about this. I always leave. Always leave a neutral feedback. Yeah. Did we pray our? Yeah, there's a lot of bad weather going on.
And yeah, Kentucky's gotten hit really bad the past few years.
Yeah.
Yeah, St. Louis got hit. Glams and Aunt Boo are good though. I checked on
That's
them.
good. That's good. I need to go back and see. Did Glamos do her live show yesterday? Because I didn't watch it yesterday.
I when I texted her, she said that she had a horrible migraine, so I'm not sure whether she did or not.
I'm glad you said that. You know what they said this morning on the news? That was a conversation this morning on news in reference to the remedy of getting rid of a migraine headache. And I kid you not, it was a morning news thing this morning. Go to McDonald's and order a large Diet Coke or Coke product, soda, and a large the large French fries. That's how you get rid of a migraine headache. That was a morning
No,
this morning. I said, no, I don't see that.
no,
I
because I'll
guess
end
they
up
said
in the
because it's
I'll end
sweet
up in
and
the
salty.
bathroom. Yeah, no.
Exactly.
I'd okay. This isn't going to be about them. Years ago, many years ago, I suffered from migraines, and the doctor had given me Imitrex, I think was the name of it, and another doctor that I spoke to said the next time you feel like you have one coming on, Dr. Pepper and Excedrin migraine,
Really?
and it worked.
I've never had a migraine. Not that I know of, anyway. Because I don't even know what they are. But yeah.
Well, you would know if you had one.
Becky says, "Yuck! I've had that medication. Mountain Dew. I heard it helps headaches because of the amount
I think it all has to do with the caffeine. Yeah, because Dr. Pepper is also high caffeine.
I guess the article they had this morning on the news, and I asked Robert, said, "What's the difference between a headache and a migraine?" And I guess they say because of the salt and the caffeine kind of balances it out for you for those who are having migraine headaches. Caffeine is the key. All right, so question. But what if I used and
A
previously
previously labeled priority mail package is used for shipping an item. Yeah, migraine shut you down big time.
priority mail package is used for shipping an item? Is that allowed? Are you talking about packing an item inside of a poly mailer or any priority? As long as it goes out priority, yeah. The idea is not to use it for anything other than priority because that's all free packaging for us to use, but you're supposed to use it for priority. And the label has to have a priority label on it because when you print your labels out, it'll say priority right across the top. So you definitely have to make sure it does have a priority label. So yes, it is allowed as long as you have that priority label on it that you bought because of the pricing is different than a regular Ground Advantage. And every label will have either Ground Advantage or priority on the top of the label. That sounds like
No, in a box. Yeah.
I think so too. Yeah. Yeah, you're right about that. Heidi, hey, Heidi, hello, Heidi, hello, good morning and welcome. Migrants come. Yeah, that's what Robert.
Oh, yeah.
No in a box. So if you put a box inside of a bubble mailer box or whatever that has a priority box, as long as it's being sent out as a priority with the priority label, you're good. So, for example, if you and it's considered a box in a bag, but as long as it's something that's going priority and you're putting it in a priority bag, poly mailer, you're good. Yes. You can reuse it as long as you don't have the labels or any other labels unless you can take them off. I did post something on my because I'm getting some comments about that one. In the community tab, I do have a picture of like the boxes and how to reuse labels for boxes. But you can reuse a poly mailer if it's something that you can close. As long as it's closed, you can seal it. You can reuse it. But I would not use a priority packaging inside of a Ground Advantage. That is illegal. That you're not supposed to combine together. Only if it's being sent as priority. I used to get them in stress. I never use priority products. Yeah, no, anything that you're using priority wise, you can reuse them, but make sure you're using it as a priority label on it. Do not get caught if you're doing it. That is a federal offense. Go on the USPS website and look. They can charge you that's a federal crime by using it as anything other than priority. Now, if it's used and you want to reuse it, it can be reused and recycled as long as you're sending it out as a priority packaging. Priority labels have to be put on those when sending those out. You're not supposed to use them to repackage things and send it Ground Advantage. No, that you cannot do. Whatever, if you're using a priority packaging, it has to have a priority label.
Yeah, that's the gist of it.
No, you're not supposed to be using anything that's priority labeled with red, white, and blue bags or boxes as a packing material for a Ground Advantage or any other form of shipping. You can use it inside of another priority, but as long as it's ship priority. No, you're not supposed to use anything priority as a packing device for a other than anything that's not priority. I see that a lot.
Yeah, that's bull.
Yeah.
But
And that's supposed to be free. And I've seen that a lot. And I even pointed it out a couple of times. I can't believe this. Yeah. No, you're good. I'm glad you asked that question. Question regarding tracking emails via PayPal. I entered tracking into the Power Chip in PayPal. I received an email from the identification and said other emails I get. I have no clue who it's from. Tracking emails via PayPal. Okay, let me ask you this, Susie. I think I know what you're talking about. Are you talking about you got an email that said personal tracking your packages on your way? Let me ask you that first. Did you get an email that says personal on your tracking number through PayPal? I'm curious about that one because if it is, I know who's it from. And a lot of people ask that question. Same rate priority, you can't pad using Express. Exactly. Whatever it's used for, you got to use it for that. Priority Express, overnight, not personal. Okay, then I'm not sure why because usually it's from whoever the sender is, whoever's sending it to you.
Not personal.
You should in your email. You should know where it's coming from. Yes, because when I do, for example, with me, you'll get two tracking. Actually, you'll get one through PayPal because I put your tracking number in your paid invoice tracking. I always add it into your PayPal account invoice, and then you'll get one from Pirate Ship because that's what I use for Pirate Ship. And it should tell you who's it from because usually I do. I know exactly who that's from. Is sending items such as a great risk as here these days in the U.S. Here's a lot that gets lost. It gets lost. Sending items such as a great risk here. I have not had any problems with anything getting lost, and usually I get it. It may take a little while sometimes, but I haven't had any problems. Yeah, if you use even the Priority Overnight Express or the Express mailing that they offer you for those services, you have to use it for that service and that service only. Do not get caught sending stuff in through the mail other than what that packaging from Priority, whatever the Priority is, whatever it's used for, you have to use it for that service. Now, I was told by the postmaster of my post office, because I did have this question that I asked, you can use a recyclable item in a priority box as long as the label says priority. For example, say you have a bubble mailer. It's been used, but you want to reuse it. As long as that label's not on there, you can reuse it as long as you're sending that package through priority. Same thing with the express mail packaging that they offer us to use. You have to use it for that service and that service only. Because, like I said a couple of weeks ago, I got a package in the mail that was damaged through shipping, and there was a sticker that says damaged upon arrival. And you can see some of the things that are in the box. And one of the things that they pointed out was they can see the red, white, and blue envelope. That was a priority envelope inside of a Ground Advantage box. You're making yourself at a risk for that. They can get you for a federal offense on that. They can if they wanted to, or worst, they'll turn around and charge you. They'll send your account a charge, depending on where it's from, because they know from the label. They can upcharge you the difference. Now, mind you, like say you paid $4.69 for that package label, but it's actually $9.25. They're not going to charge you the difference of the two. They're going to charge you the $9.25. That's how they do it. That's how they will do it. They can reverse the charge on you and make you pay that actual price of what it should have been, no matter what you paid. They're not going to charge you the difference. They're going to charge you that upcharge. Then you're going to wonder why you got an upcharge to your account. That's why. Especially if the box is damaged throughout shipping, and it can happen. Why take that risk? Not me. Now, I have reused priority envelopes because people sending me these envelopes that they used to wrap stuff in, and it's a good envelope, poly mailer. I'm going to reuse it as a priority mail, of course. But yeah, I'm not going to use it as a packing material when they give it to us for free. Brian says, I have used priority bubble mailer inside of priority mailbox. Yes, that is okay. As long as you're shipping it a priority and you're getting a priority label, yes. Actually, Jennifer, that's my second one. We had one last month. So yeah, that's our second one. I'm glad you posted that because that just reminded me of something. I have a question for y'all in the community. And if you come back and rewatch this video, please make sure to leave a comment in the comment section of this video once it goes up. I think I would like to try, because I've done this in the past with other people. Oh, it did? Well, thank you for letting me know that one. You know what happens when I copy and paste, right?
Yep, sure do.
Oh, it sure does. Well, guess what? I'm ready to change that. Thank you for pointing that out, Jennifer. I just copied and pasted everything from the last show. That was what happened. I can do that right now. I take that off of there. Now it's changed. Thank you so much for pointing that out, Jennifer. I did copy and paste it. I sure did. It doesn't say no more. Is it on the thumbnail too? Okay, no, it's not on the thumbnail. Just on the title.
Hey, Geneva, good morning, sweetheart.
It's done. It's changed. Thank you so much for letting me know that, Jennifer. Let me get back into the chat real quick. Thank you so much for pointing that out on your thumbnail. Yeah, I don't see it on the thumbnail. I'll have to look at it up close. Susie says it's always nice when a reseller uses a small padding envelope as packing. It is reusable because of the stickers. Yeah, and it can be reused, but don't get caught in case of that package gets busted in shipping. Geneva, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Now you got me curious. Let me double check that thumbnail. Okay, no, it doesn't say first on there, it just says it in the title. I changed it. All right. So my question is, would anyone, and I'm also talking to you, Jennifer, I'm thinking about doing something in July, which is a drop sale video as a train, because I've seen another one this past weekend happen. And that reminded me, I did one a couple of times with Croc and Christine,
Yep.
where everybody had a 30-minute upload video. You don't have to do live. It's an uploaded video where somebody starts it off, and then every 30 minutes we bring somebody to another channel within the community, and then everybody would do a pre-recorded video of a sale, and you keep track of everything in the comment section of the video. Would anyone be interested if I was to put one together for the community starting in July? Put the hearts in the hands or hearts in the chat if you would be interested. This way here, you just record it, no more than 30 minutes, and you think, and I'll do the whole thing about how we would do it and how it works. If you would be interested, let me know and make a comment in the video and let me know once the video is done this morning show. Let me know if you'd be interested, because I think that'd be a great way for those who are not doing a regular live show, that we can send people to your channel as a community type sale, as a train kind of thing for everybody to go to another channel. And then everybody's information would be in the description bar. I would set up the actual thumbnail you would use, where I send it to you and you just put it in your thumbnail. You do everything else. I'll do all the other work for you. You just do a pre-recorded video and upload it and sell whatever you would like to, depending on the theme that we set for that. That's what I meant, Johnny. I already used a PM envelope mailers. Taking it, using it, crushing plain box. Yes, showing through it way. I'm not using it as a priority. Yeah, make sure you're not using it other than a priority mail label, is what we're trying to say. As long as you're not using it for Ground Advantage or any other services. I'm assuming that's me. Hello, Anne Marie. Good morning. Hello, and welcome in, Robin. Hello, good morning, and welcome. That would be fun, and I think it would. Yes, you can set it up as a premiere. Yes, and that's another thing. Set it up as a premiere so you can be in the chat. Yes.
See, that was 3 years ago. I'm trying to remember what we did.
Actually, there was two of them. One was, and let me go to
The Halloween.
The Halloween and the vintage one. We did two of them.
Yep.
That was with Croc and Christine.
Yep.
Let's see, oldest. Let me go to the oldest, because that was like the beginning of. Let me go back to that, because I think that's what it was. Go to the end. Yeah, they had one this weekend. That's what reminded me of it. All right, we did the summer weekend sneak peek for the Halloween Happy Summerween Halloween one.
Yep.
And we did one with the vintage sneak peek, and then all things vintage shop house is what we called that. That was called, and that was back in 2022. Yep. So I would like to do that and get the community involved. And if anybody's interested, let me know, because I was thinking about that this morning. I would be interested in learning how to do that. That's great. Um, actually, um, this weekend, there was. It started with. I watched them this one. Let me go to my history. I can tell you who started it, who did it. To do the history because I watched them all this morning, which was pretty cool. Um, I watched so many different videos this morning because I was looking at some cooking videos too. Where is it? Why I don't see
That
it?
was the train that they were talking about.
Yes, yes, the train. They did that this weekend. Everybody had 30 minutes. Why I don't see it? Oh, here we go. The peddlers train is what they called it this past weekend, and everybody had 30 minutes. And then everybody did it 30 minutes where everything was buy it now, you have a claim number and a price. Even Revive It Sisters were part of that yesterday. And
Yeah.
Old Hadley was part of that on there yesterday too. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I watched them all this morning and left comments. The point is though, you don't have to be on camera. You can do everything showing what you're selling with a number and a price, and you got 30 minutes to sell whatever you can in that 30 minutes. I'll participate. Awesome. I want to learn. And again, I can even do a behind the scenes with y'all as a group before that so we can get it ready. But I would like to do this for July.
July what?
I haven't decided yet. I just thought about this morning because I remember we did that back in 2022 and it was really fun. And you got a chance to visit other channels. And again, the instructions would be you would say thank you for whoever sent the people to you. And then when you're done, you'd say, okay, now we're going to go over to and promote that
Yeah.
channel. That way, everything I'll have ready for you to copy and paste and put it in your descriptions. That way, you have everybody's channels. You can go check and see because a lot of people aren't subscribed to everybody. This will be another way of the community to come together and be part of it. Yes, I understand. I've made sales videos before. Yes, I know you know how. That's why I said maybe you can be part of it too, Jennifer. Make some sales. I like the train idea. Easier for everyone involved. Yes, and then again, because you can either do it as it would be better if you did a premiere, because once you did your video, you uploaded it, and then you could do it as a premiere and claim things during the premiere. You can also write down who's buying stuff during the sale as well. And that way,
Mhm.
pre-record it. You gather your stuff together, what you can do in 30 minutes, because you got 30 minutes from start to finish, and then you go on to the next person. With
And it
music,
works real well if the
yeah,
participants actually follow the,
and then support everybody within the train if you can.
yeah, instead of,
Again,
oh, well, I've only got these two items right now. I'm going to come back later. No, that doesn't work.
yeah. Yeah, you can have redirect or you can direct it to the next person, but also it makes it fun because that way you can also direct them to the next channel and make sure it's in your description. Because if somebody can't make every show, at least they get a chance to go check them out by you having that in the description. I would have all that ready for you. That way you just cut and paste, put it in your descriptions, and have your thumbnail ready for the whole event and that kind of thing. But I'm thinking about maybe doing the first one is maybe Christmas in July train. Any thoughts? Because everybody loves doing. Are you frozen, Mark? No, you're not.
No,
I heard what? The hard part is getting everyone over to the next person in line. Trains do not work well if people do not follow, which is where you do print sell on
that's true, Jen.
6 hours. Yeah, that is true too, but it kind of. I know what you're saying. But I know Mark and I have been part of that twice already, and it was fun.
It was fun,
Yeah,
with the exception of the couple of people that just kind of went there, did whatever they wanted to do
right.
instead of following.
I look forward the receiving the teal color. Oh, y'all talking about something in the mail. I've done that in the group collaboration
Yeah,
while participants are providing it. Yeah, and I would provide all that to where you won't have to do anything but cut, paste, and put it in your description. And again, that was a good idea about doing it as a. I just had a brain freeze. I lost track of what I was going to say. So with that, again, I would have everything ready for you where you can put it in your description and it gives an idea of who's involved. And then that way, the time where everybody's going to be on in the list. But that way, if you copy and paste it, it'd be perfect for you to put in your description and have a thumbnail ready.
As long as you have your time correct.
Correct. Yeah. And again, the thing about the when you do the premiere, you can do that. You're involved in the chat, and you would have it set for the time that you would go on as a pre-recorded, but do it as a premiere instead. Did I miss about John? Oh, Becky. Oh, I was talking to Becky. Okay. So yeah, that'd be something that, again, we haven't done it in a while. But again, like pop or it won't be called the train. And again, if anybody has any ideas, you're more than welcome to let me know. Email me, let me know, and we can get that together before July. That'll give us enough time to get everybody together and give you enough time to get things together. If y'all want to do a theme, we can do a theme. But I know I have done a couple of buy it now type videos, which have been successful. Some have been a flop, but that's okay. I did that when I first started YouTube, and I was still learning. But I think with this, it kind of helps the community come together. And there's a lot of people who, if you keep everything in the format I give you, and you put everything in the description bar, everything you need is there. You ain't got to do no work, but just copy, paste, and put it in your description.
The conga line.
I like that. The gator dance.
You got to start out dancing.
The line, the line dancing. Not what I'm thinking of. With the handkerchiefs. What is it called again? Those in Louisiana know what I'm talking about. I can't remember what it's called. I have a brain freeze.
Well, I'm not from Louisiana, so I'm not sure what you're talking about.
There's a name for it. We did it at our wedding. I gave everybody hankies with our wedding date on it. Second line. It's called the second line dance. That's what they call it. Where you do the hanky with music. Yeah. I like the Congo line. Something different. But I don't want to call it a train because that's starting to be used. I saw that the person that was Dave and I can't remember their channel. I have one video posted 5 days ago. Kevin already hit 600 views. My channel is popping. Awesome. I saw that was a good video too.
That's cool.
Who started the train? Vintage Uprising Texas Dave and Tammy ended it. I had to look at the thumbnail. So that was pretty good look. I watched them all this morning. And Revive It Sisters were part of it, and Old Hadley was part of it, Jeffrey. So yeah, it was a nice little thing. I forgot all about it yesterday, and so I watched this morning because I've been up since 2:58, something like that this morning. I woke up late. Or have everyone do their own video. Well, yeah, they would have to do their own video. Well, the thing about it is, though, you're trying to get a whole list of people to back. But if they were to do it at their own time, then it wouldn't be considered a community perfectly kind of thing. But that would, because I would have to know who's doing it at what time, so that way I can put it in a list, so that way everybody can follow each other in the description. That's the only bad thing about letting them do it on their own timeline. Yeah, no, we want it all on the same day kind of thing. And again, it gives them time to do the video and have it ready for that day. And it's just something you would have to set up. And you can do it as a premiere or an uploaded video. But you would do it as an uploaded. But we've done it in the past where there's been so many people that did their own thing, which is fine. But as long as there's all the other information that you need to do that, to be part of that, so that way everybody knows that was part of that event, like an event kind of thing. It seems like you're going to have lots of people to volunteer. What's not volunteering is them making their own sales and their own videos for their channel. You making the sales. That's on you. I don't know how y'all do that on your phone. channel. There's the link. So it's a thought that I would like to do. And again, like I said, I know the last time I participated in one, as far as I know, was in 2022, because I don't think we had any since then.
I don't think we did either.
No, because I know you were part of that in 2022. Because I remember I was part of it on both occasions, and it was fun.
All
That
right,
was
Michael, have a great day, buddy.
all right, Michael. I'm looking through, and yeah. That was the only two we did back in 2022. And it's great to have everybody in the community come together, and you prepare your own videos, you make your own sales, just like you would do on an auction, but you're doing it in a pre-recorded.
All right, Susie, have a good day, honey.
All right, Susie, thank you so much. So again, that's just a thought, and if you'd be interested, let me know, and we'll tie down a date where, again, remember, you don't have to be there because it's not a live show. It's more of a pre-recorded, uploaded video that you can also do as a premiere. Lady Braven, hello, good afternoon, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Let's see. It's fun. I've seen it done in a metal detecting community, and everybody has a time slot, and they do the premiere, and you hop on from channel to channel. And that's what again, like I said, Mark and I did this back in 2022 when I first started doing that type of thing, and it was fun. It was different. I've done it also on Whatnot. Now it wasn't as a great success on Whatnot than it was that I had on YouTube, but I have to say it's fun, and then you get to meet other people that you may have never met before from other channels with that.
Some name suggestions: the Channel Shop Hop, the Deal Circuit, Deal Dash Express.
I like the channel shop hop. I like that one. The deal circuit, yeah, I think I like the channel shop hop better. So yeah, if y'all have any ideas, ship them, email me, let me know. I would love to get your thoughts on that. Let me write this down so I don't forget myself. I'm writing these ideas down now.
Oh, I'll just remember.
You will?
Why?
I'll ask you tomorrow then. Don't you start writing it down. I like the word express. I like that. But everyone uploaded their video on their own individual channel. Yes, on their channel. They go under the just of your channel. No, it's just the theme. I would do the thumbnail. I would have everybody's listings ready. I would do all that work. You just have to do your video. You would have your own thumbnail. You would have the thumbnail ready because then we're promoting all the channels that are involved. And everything you need in your description would be in the description. You would only have to do your own video, upload it as an upload, or you can do it as a premiere, which would be recommended, but not required. You would do it on your channel, upload your own video, and then you make the sales of whatever it is you have. If anyone, I know Jennifer's pretty quick at this, but if anyone knows or finds, I can get the link. But again, if you would like to check it out, there was several that we have done. I can drop those in the link so you can get an idea of what we're talking about. Let me go back to that list because I changed pages here. I want to do this one for sure because this is one that we did called All Things Vintage Shop Out. Share link. Here's one that we had done All Things Shop Hop. This is the one that we did back in 2022, and everybody's involved in that. And then we did another one. That was my sneak. Okay, here we go. And then of course, Kraken Christine basically did this one, and we just followed all of her. She gave us everything we needed. We just had to do our own video. This was Summer Ween Shop Hop. And this is another one. All right, let's see. I see now. Thank you. You're welcome. I thought Shop Hop sounded familiar. Yes, we did those two, and there's the links if you want to get an idea how we did it. Kraken Christine and Bridget basically got together.
And Young Star Girl. Yep.
Young Star Girl. And what they did was they sent us everything we needed in a file that we were able to open and use, like the thumbnail, the description, even the music that we can use. That was all part of that. And then what we did was we did our own thing. We did our own channel video, but we had our own little time slot to be ready and upload. But we did it as premieres, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, the Happy Summer. Did you drop the Happy Supper? Yeah, you did. Okay,
Yeah,
never
I
mind.
did them both.
I'm gonna quit looking.
That's okay because I already had it. I just had to copy the link. And it is because I remember back in Louisiana, I used to always go to the quilting shop hops where you went through you basically drove to all the different quilting companies and the different shops, and then you collected something from each one, and then you were able to make a quilt out of what you got from each one for the theme for that year. And it was
I'll
fun.
be
It was
back
called
in
the
just a
shop
minute.
hop. All right. So yeah, it's just something that you would do on your channel. You could be part of it, and you can even do it as a premiere, so you can be in the chat when people are buying something. And then, of course, you would keep a pinned message, and I would do a video on all that. And you would keep a pinned message of what was claimed. That you would say, okay, this person claimed, and this person claimed, and you would be involved in your comments of that video. And that's very easy to do when you're uploading. I need to do that video. I don't think I have one on that. Think about it. I think that's one of the videos I didn't do yet. How to set up a premiere. And it's fun. Oh, it's easy to do. You just when you schedule it, you can schedule it as a premiere, remembering when you say, "Oh, no, forget my first premiere. I didn't know nothing about it, so I know what you're talking about, Becky." I did my very first premiere. Didn't know anything about it. I'm getting messages saying, "Johnny, why are you not at your own premiere?" I think Jennifer was the first one that sent me a message, and Alexa, I can't remember her name. She sent me a message. You know, your premiere, you're not there. Where you at? Like, oh my God, I didn't realize I had to be there for the premiere. It's like, duh. Yeah. So it's like doing a live, but you're not. And you're in the chat, just like we're doing here, and you're conversating with everybody in the chat. Cool. So how long is every time? 30 minutes. You have 30 minutes from the time you start. And again, that's not 30 minutes all selling. You would talk about your channel at the beginning, just like we do an auction. You would talk about your channel, thanking the person who sent everybody to you. And then the format's basically like the two we just did. And you go into your how you claim, what you're going to do, where you're going to be if you own other channels, just like you would on any particular auction. And then you go into selling your items and showing what you have available, the number you assigned it or letter, and the price. And you just keep on going for each item. And then at the end, you give yourself enough time to say, okay, now we're going to go over to and whoever's channel's next. And you have that 30 minutes time slot from start to finish. Yeah. And it's okay if you're a
Right.
little short, but try to be as long as 30 minutes each.
And how to set up a redirect would be good too.
Now, I did try doing that with some channels, but they have to have permit. You have to have permission to do it to their channel. That's the only bad thing about redirect. I've done that a couple of times. It's fun. I can do that. Thank you very much for that idea too. I have it on my how-to video list now. Yeah. And it's easy to do. You just have to make sure you set it up to be right after your show. So that's why it would be important you do stay on live or running it until that 30 minutes. So you got to make sure it's at least 30 minutes to go into the next one, and they have to be ready. But then when you're having it that way, you don't have to. That's right. Because it's already set up. It should be set up. And you just go to the next channel. So that's a good idea. I like that. So yeah, it's not like a live. Yeah. Yeah. You have to make sure and again, if everybody's part of that, they should be allowed to do it. So yeah. And that'd be easy to set up at the end of your video.
And hopefully,
Yeah. That can be easily done. And again, I would do that as a little behind the scenes video, live type video, behind the scenes, or a part 2 of long stream. We can do it. Well, everybody is getting to that time. You have other channels that are going live, so go ahead and check those out. Don't forget today at 4:30, as long as my electricity is on, we're going to have bingo. As far as I know, so far so good. But I hope
Yeah,
it should be okay.
he can't throw me under the bus on that one.
No.
Nope. He's got all the controls on that side.
Yeah. Um. So yeah, get. I have to get myself a couple of recaps. Working on a cell. Cell video ready. And everybody and anybody is welcome to do it. You just need to let me know if you'd be interested, so I can put everybody together and get everything ready for that. We got time, so you got time to make sure you have things, whether it's jewelry or whatever. We don't have to have a theme, because if we do a theme, then everybody would have to try to stay within that theme of that particular shop hop. So thank y'all so much, and again, thank you again, Mark, for having the show go on. Sorry it didn't happen the way I wanted to already this morning. I would be interested. Awesome. So I'm looking forward to getting that together. I think it'd be a great way to get people together. I know a lot of the summertime is where people going on vacations and things like that. But again, it still gets views and promote ahead of time, to where when we do the promotion, it'll be something that all the channels that would be involved would be a great advertisement, and get people that you may have never been in your live or your shows or your pre-recorded, to get them involved into being a part of your show and your channel as well. It brings the community together, and I would like to do that as a community type show. Selling needles, and I will be selling knitting needles, crochet hooks, and yarn again today at $1 a pair. Wow, that is awesome, and it is something that again we haven't done. I know myself and Mark. I don't know. I don't think you've done one since then either, have you?
No,
I haven't either.
but I am going to say that
Mark, so
the
that'll be good.
what was, and I think Jen had the point, because the first few people right on time, and then towards the end of it, you know, there's people that do not have, they're not organized and timely.
Right. But that's gonna be something that we can help you with. We can do this on a day where everybody can come and join us after a private live show, where it's not live to the public. It's just behind the scenes, like we would be after a show. And any questions, we can help you with it. And I can help you learn how to do it, and easy. And I can even do a couple of videos to help you with that. You got plenty of time to get ready, and it's just like doing an uploaded video. It's just you're making sales. And it's something that's very easy and fun to do, and be part of something like that. And if it goes well, we can even do it more than just once. I would like to get it more together with the community and get more people involved. And exactly, it's to get you involved, and also get people to know about you and your channel. And you get to make sales at the same time, and you make videos, you get watch hours, you get comments. That comment portion of your video is what's going to keep your channel moving with the algorithm, because now you're having comments in their description. And if you do a premiere, that'll help you with those comments and that's why I don't do too many premieres, because I don't know if that actually counts. But the more you have in your comment sections, the better it'd be. Yeah, I can do it behind the scenes, definitely. We can set that up. Yeah. Well, Mark, what do you got going on today besides bingo?
Bingo. No, actually, I've got some errands I got to take care of before bingo.
Yeah, I got to get to the post office today.
Packing and shipping, and yeah. And then I'll be with Janice on Wednesday from 11 to 1. That's true,
Yep,
John Robert.
that is true. Yep.
So,
Yeah. And that's another way to learn how to do things on YouTube when it comes to videos, which I think is great. And it gets the community involved.
and
So hope to see you.
Thursday,
Go ahead.
Thursday, Michael and I are going to be on Tooch of Glass.
Oh, okay. Oh, speaking of that, is he still doing that live show on Wednesday nights or every other Wednesday night? Can't remember who he was doing that with. Mike. He used to do a live show every other.
No.
I was wondering about that.
Nope. No, Margie needed to take a break.
Okay, I was just wondering because I forgot to ask you about that a couple of times already, and I'm just thinking about that now. Well, everybody, thank y'all so much. And as I say before I end each and every show, you're more than welcome to join us after the show is over. The link is still at the top of the chat. And as I say before I end each and every show, love always, love is always free. Please be kind to one another till we meet into another chat. Have a blessed and fabulous day until we meet again. Later. Peace out. And y'all come back now, you hear?
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reselling, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all.